Working at Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is more than just a job. For many, it's a multi-generational career path. It's a way to provide a suitable living for you and your family. It's an environment based on the well-being of each and every employee, with an intense emphasis on safety. So whether you're a recent high school graduate or nearing retirement, visit Simplot.com and select careers. That's Simplot.com and select careers. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, a world of career opportunities.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool! We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
Book your springtime getaway in western Wyoming at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. There's still plenty of mountain snow to enjoy some late-season sledding, or just bring the family out for a relaxing getaway. From single bed to family-sized cabins, you'll be guaranteed a night of luxury, not to mention a hot complimentary breakfast. Regardless of the reason, come join us this spring at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations.
The LCSD2 Transportation Department is currently hiring for multiple positions. Work part-time as a bus aide, starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time mechanics are also needed, starting at $27 per hour, with medical, dental, and vision benefits, along with the Wyoming retirement system. Activity bus drivers are also needed, starting at $25 per hour with benefits, or become a daily route bus driver starting at $22 per hour, only during the school year. To learn more and apply, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
For the last 40 years, my goal was to move to a place like this. And so now I moved here. I couldn't really do much of anything.
He's relatively young for hip arthritis and was limited significantly because of the pain. We decided that the best course would be proceeding with a hip replacement.
It was easy. It was just, I know it sounds strange, right, when you know what they do. One of the greatest things about moving to Star Valley has been Dr. Linford and Mountain West Orthopedic.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful alpine Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in alpine Wyoming.
My name is Anna Altbo, and since I was young, Desi's dance studio has been like a second home to me. Dance has always been my favorite language, and Desi's gave me the space to embrace it 100%. Whether it was ballet, tap, lyrical, or ballroom, I knew there were always two things I could count on: supportive instructors and lifelong friends. The confidence and identity I have today are all thanks to my time at the studio.
For more information and to get started, visit Desi'sDance.com.
For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves!
This is Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
One more game to go here at Rock Springs Junior High School, and it is two very familiar foes, the Star Valley Braves and the Evanston Red Devils. They will lace it up one more time. Well, at least, I guess it's possible they can beat the state tournament too. They are both going to the dance next weekend. Star Valley and Evanston, this will be the fourth time they've played this season. Very first game of the year, that was an Evanston win back in the Stranigan Invite at the Riverton. Star Valley handled Evanston in the rematch in Afton. The Braves had a double-digit lead in Evanston, which evaporated late, and they held on for a 1-point win. And so they've taken 2 of 3, but plenty of familiarity between these two programs as they get after it here. The winner earns the 3rd seed and will go against the number 2 seed of the 4A East next Thursday. Just waiting for the final 24 seconds to tick off here before we tip this one up. Evanston got here. They defeated Rock Springs in the opening round. They got handled by Natrona County in the semifinals. Picked up a win earlier today to qualify for state, and now trying to improve that seeding against Star Valley. Lady Braves just finished defeating Kelly Walsh 46-33. So they earned the number 3 seed. Administration here for Rock Springs going to give out the little placard to the 3rd and 4th seeds. Both of these teams accomplished what they wanted to do, at least in terms of getting to state. Now you have the same chance as everybody else. Kelly Walsh will go in as the 4 seed, so they will face the 4A East Region champion. Star Valley will play the loser of that championship game taking place today over in the East. So there's the Kelly Walsh Trojans getting their 4th place placard thingy. I never know where those things end up, honestly. And Star Valley, a great crowd coming out to Rock Springs. And hey, why not? You got a Walmart and everything. That's all you need to get Star Valley people to travel. Gutty effort by the Lady Braves today, because there for about 2.5 quarters, it looked like they weren't going to find a way to beat Evanston. But they did. Bounced back 2 hours later and picked up a convincing win over Kelly Walsh. So credit to them. They earned that number 3 seed and heading back to state. I just tweeted this. 3rd straight year they've qualified for state. 14 of the last 15 years they've qualified for the state tournament. Now it's time for the lineups here in the same matchup. 3rd, 4th game at Star Valley and Evanston. Starting lineup. Number 4 is Jordan Mendez. Number 10 is Riker Lind. Number 13, that's Jay Hill. Number 14 is Clayton Cook. He had a huge game against the Braves on the Evanston court. And then number 31 is Riker Pace. Devils coached by Rob Watsaba, assisted by Scott Ehlers and Michael Searle. Braves be wearing the home whites as the higher seed. Starting lineup, a 6'4" junior wearing number 0. That's Will Linford. 6'3" junior wearing number 1. Braves leading scorer Cooper Lancaster. A 6'4" senior wearing number 3, Bryson Neild. A 6 junior wearing number 5, Dylan Shumway. And a 6 senior wearing number 44, that is Zane Hedges. The Braves are coached by Matt Shumway, assisted by Aaron Lancaster, as well as Mark and Ben Hale. It's always funny, these teams that they just keep going to the well. These rivalry games, you just keep finding more and more energy to come out and play. They know each other very, very, very well to this point. These kids all probably played junior high basketball against each other. Tip is won by the Devils, and Evanston will have the first possession. Mendez to Jay Hill. Hill picked up by Shumway. trying to dump it down low to Riker Lind, out to Mendez. There's a pass down low. Thought Pacner, you should have taken that. Instead, throws it out for the three-point basket, and Riker Lind knocks it down. Evanston strikes first with the triple. 3-0 Evanston. Three-pointer for the answer from Dylan Shumway. That skims off no good. Rebounded by Clayton Cook, and he'll be fouled by Will Linford. Here's that last sequence. The three-pointer from Riker Lind. So Evanston with the first basket and the rebound here to try and add to it here in the early going. Hill to Pace to Mendez, trying to get it back down to Lind. That one off the hand of Neal, then into the hands now of Shumway. Up ahead to Hedges. Hedges spin move in the lane. He's so good at that. Left it short this time. Rebounded by Mendez. Here come the Devils. Mendez trying to get around the corner. Can't do so. Flips it back to Lind. Deep three for Jay Hill. That's no good. And up high for the rebound is Cooper Lancaster. Braves got here with a convincing win over Green River. Lost at the buzzer in overtime to Kelly Walsh on a three-pointer last night. Quick turnaround. They pulled away from Rock Springs late today and now playing for third. Hedges back to Linford. Linford power move up and it skims out. It falls out of the cylinder and a jump ball is called. Linford can't get it to go and then he's tied up by the Evanston Red Devils. Possession error will stay with the Braves. It's 3-0 Evanston. Zane checking this in. Over to Shumway. Three-pointer right in front of me. That's no good. Rebounded now by Clayton Cook. Up ahead to Mendez. He beat the defense and lays it up and in for two. It's 5-0 Evanston. This actually happened in the Rock Springs game. The Braves trailed by 8. It was 8-0 early. Lancaster puts up the 15-footer from the elbow. That's no good. Mendez with the rebound. Devils with a great two-minute start here. Mendez over to Lind. Lind going to drive in the paint. Lost the handle. Is able to save it back to his teammates. Hill puts it up way too strong. Up and over the rim. Rebounded by Lancaster. Up ahead to Dylan Shumway. Shumway back to Hedges. Neal dumping it down low to Linford, and Will finishes this time. First basket for the Braves. It's 5-2. Evanston with the lead. Mendez calling out the play from Coach Watsabaugh to Pace. Top of the key now to Clayton Cook. Cook going to drive, has it stripped out of his hands, and he's fouled. That'll be on Will Linford. Cook will go to the line. Clayton Cook had a huge game against the Braves in Evanston, 25 points. As they couldn't quite figure him out. Free throw is good. Makes it 6-2 in favor of the Devils. Cook's second offering is away. That's good. 7-2 Devils. I'll tell you what, the scoreboard here, they've been wrong more than they've been right today. They finally fix it. Big Country into the lineup. Going to try and body up Cook. Kicks it out to Neal for three. That is no good. And rebounded by the Devils. Clayton Cook with the good box out. It's 7-2 Devils here in the early going. Drive and dish. Ball movement here to Jay Hill. Hill being defended by Shumway. Mendez dishes it off. Three-pointer on the way. That's no good. Takes a high bounce. Tracked down by Shumway, who is pretty sure he stayed in bounds. Look back to the ref. Ref's like, yeah, you're good. Lancaster pulls up for three. That does not draw iron. Winds up in the hands of Zane Hedges. I don't know if that was an air ball or an assist. I'm going to call it an air ball. No offense. But a great job of Hedges there for the rebound and the putback. It's 7-4 Evanston. Drive from Lind and loses the handle out of bounds. Dayton Schwab going to check in. Dayton had a terrific game against the Tigers earlier this morning. Finished with 11 points. We're midway through the first quarter now as the Braves trail this one 7-4. And Hedges has his pocket picked by Jay Hill. Mendez will bring it across. Going to test the waters into the lane. Boy, that's a quick first step. He's blocked by Shumway. He hits the ground. Rebounded by Schwab. Dillon with a quick step, trying to find Big Country down low. That one off the mark, though, and out of bounds. Evanston with the basketball. Jay Hill will set up the offense. To Cook. To Pace now. Back to Hill. Mendez now top of the key. Neal is out on him. That's a little bit of a mismatch. See how that goes. See if it stays that way. With the basketball now is Hill. Hill trying to get it down low to Cook. Cook with the power move. That's a tough one, and he's got it. Wow, that was slick from Clayton Cook. He just had a little sliver to work with, and he drains it up off the glass. It's 9-4 Evanston. Shumway to Neal. Bryson back to Dillon. Dillon far side angle. Pick and roll to Big Country. Gets his man up in the air, and he will be fouled and head to the line. He got Riker Lind up in the air. Came down on top of him, and it's actually Lind who ends up on the ground, but he'll be whistled for the foul. First team foul on the Devils. 2:41 to go here in the quarter. Big Country to the line. Of course, Cooper wrapping up his winter sports season, and he's committed. He'll be playing offensive line for the Wyoming Cowboys next year. First free throw is good. Brooks Searle is into the ball game, number 11. Also in for the Devils, number 21, Brenner Lim. In for the Braves is Zach Thompson. And that one too strong, rebounded by the Devils. Searle with the basketball. Lim now has it. Tell you what, there's been a lot of great basketball playing limbs come through Evanston. Trying to get it down low, not a good decision there. Picked off, intercepted by Neal. Up ahead to Thompson. Zach tests the paint. Back out to Schwab for three. That is no good. Big Country there for the rebound and the putback. 7-9, Braves claw to within two. Work in the backcourt here is Pace to Lind. Lind hit that early three-pointer. Evanston trying to find some room down there to Cook. Cook into the paint, dishes it out, and tracked down by Lind. A lot of contact there in that paint. They let him play through it that time. Pace working from the elbow to Lind. Lind being defended by Hedges. Cook the three-point line. He's going to drive to the elbow, kicks it out. Now to Pace. Pace is kind of the quarterback. Sometimes he comes out from the post and kind of runs things out on top. Long possession here for the Devils. And there's definitely some contact there. I believe they're going to get Zach Thompson for that one. Third team foul on the Braves with 1:18 to go in the quarter. It's 9-7 Devils. Pace will have a seat, replaced in the lineup by Jordan Mendez. Riker Lind has it. He'll set up the offense, defended by Smith McClure. Two long, lanky, athletic guys there. 69 seconds left. Lind thinks about pulling up for three. Instead, pulls it down, works off a screen, drives hard to the rim, and he's got it for two. That's an impressive drive for Riker Lind. It's 11-7 in favor of Evanston. Schwab working off a screen. He'll drive into the lane, and it can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Cook. Mendez is going to challenge McClure, and it's up and in. Good finish there from Mendez. It's 13-7 Devils. Roman Erickson now at the handle. Roman over to Dayton Schwab. .20 seconds left here in the quarter. Schwab with the handle, working against Lim. Thompson, top of the key, pulls up right down the line. That's well off, no good. Rebounded by Mendez. 6 seconds to go. Can the Devils add here at the end of the quarter? And I don't think he got that off. They're going to say he did, but it's off the mark anyway. It's 13-7 in favor of Evanston here at the end of the quarter. We'll be back in 60.
Meet your 2025 Star Valley Braves and Lady Braves. Scan the code. The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
You're watching live coverage of Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Good opening quarter for the Devils, a 6-point lead, and they will start the second quarter with the basketball here against the Star Valley Braves. And the Devils getting it done defensively. Star Valley just 7 points in that quarter. That a slow start against Rock Springs. Not quite this slow, though, although this is a much different pace with these two squads. Evanston not afraid to take the air out a little bit and then kind of beat you with 1,000 cuts kind of thing. There's a short jumper. That one affected and rebounded by Big Country. To the Braves now. Zach Thompson working with Cooper Lancaster. Cooper working off the screen from Lawson to Thompson to McClure. Back to Lancaster. Spin move, 15-footer in the paint. That's short. Battling for the rebound is Mendez. Score remains 13-7 Evanston. He'll pass it right side. Near side angle to Lind. Lind guarded by McClure. Around the perimeter now looking down low to Clayton Cook. Double team there. It's swatted out of there by Thompson into the hands of Roman Erickson. Roman dumps it off over to Thompson into the paint. Zach will kick it over now back to Roman. Roman over to McClure. McClure back to Lancaster. The Braves do not put up a shot. Looked like three different guys were going to do it there. And boy, a nice Euro step there from Cooper. Lancaster able to finish off the glass for two. It's 13-9 Evanston. Devils with the basketball. This is Brooks Searle working the ball around the perimeter. Mendez thinks about taking that deep three or at least pump faking it. Searle's got the handle. Well beyond the three-point line is Mendez. Corner near side. That one's going to be short for that three. No good. Lawson with the rebound. Lancaster up ahead to Erickson. Roman in the paint. Hands it off to Big Country. No-look pass out to McClure. Gets away from his man. Puts up the 15-footer. It's short. Rebounded by Cook. Devils on the run. Boy, a threading the needle bounce pass. Ends up being tipped out of bounds by Star Valley. That was very nearly a great-looking layup from the Devils. Riker Pace coming in. Hill to Searle to Lind. Pace now has it, defended by Will Linford. He'll hand it off to Mendez, guarded by Roman Erickson. Mendez to the free throw line to Lind. Tries to go between his legs. There's a drive and kicks it out to Pace. Long possession again here for the Devils. Poked into the backcourt by Erickson, retained by Mendez. A drive and dish. That three-pointer is no good. Up high for the rebound is Lancaster. Lancaster with the drive. A lot of contact there as they're going to get Jay Hill for the blocking foul. First team foul on the Devils. 5:05 to go here in the second quarter. First foul of the quarter on either team. Zach Thompson has a seat. Shumway back into the lineup. So Lancaster, Erickson, McClure, Linford, and Shumway. Roman with the handle. Trying to get Cooper down low on the block. Instead, he'll pass it out to Shumway. Good defense from the Devils. Got a little bit of a mismatch here with Linford and Pace, in my opinion. See if they'll go down to that. Now they lob it to, it's just off the fingertips of Erickson. Jordan Mendez just about had it, but his foot was on the line. It'll stay with the Braves. 4:40 to go here in the second quarter. Devils lead it 13-9. Roman with the handle and tries to throw it across the lane. It winds up in the hands of Lancaster. Wow, he just about got that to go. I actually thought he was trying to get it to Linford. Foul will go against Brooks Searle, I believe is who they called that on. And Lancaster to the line to shoot two. Braves trailing by 4. Devils have had the lead the entire game so far. That one's good. 13-10 now is your score. McClure has a seat, replaced in the lineup by Bryson Neild. Also, Riker Lind has a seat for the Devils. Lancaster second free throw, in and out, rebounded by Cook. Score remains 13-10. Jay Hill surveying the Star Valley defense, trying to find a seam to work with. Lancaster on him, paced. Tried to lob it down low to Cook. Linford, and tries to go up and under, does Cook, and that one does fall on the putback attempt. So 15-10 in favor of the Devils. Cook gets the, we call it a friendly roll. Just barely got it to crawl up over the rim. Shumway to Lancaster. He'll give it off to Neild. Now to Dylan Shumway, over to Roman Erickson. Roman going to drive in the lane to Bryson. Now to Dylan Shumway. Dylan will call the play. Out here at the Jaguar Paw here at the junior high. 3:35 to go here in the third quarter. They got Roman down low, got great position, and puts it up and in. 15-12 now after the Erickson basket. 3:22 to go in the second. Top of the key, Searle now over to Mendez. Coming out on him is Erickson. That one tipped into the backcourt, nearly stolen by Shumway. Searle comes up with it. Now to Mendez. Mendez going to try and wrap it around down low to Cook. Good ball movement here from the Devils. Back to Cook. Tough shot. Got it. Clayton Cook had a big game in Evanston against the Braves, and he's having a good one here today. It's 17-12 Devils. And there's a push on the drive. You're going to get Jay Hill for that one. So your score 17-12 in favor of Evanston. Foul will go against the Devils. That is their second team foul. 2:42 to go in the quarter. Braves have not been whistled for a team foul yet. Hedges, Swab, Neild, Shumway, and Cooper Lawson in the ballgame for Star Valley. Far side wing to Shumway. Near side now to Schwab. Trying to see if anybody flashes across the paint. Dayton now to Bryson Neild. Neild bodied up by Pace. Dylan top of the key. Asking for a screen from Big Country. Tries to work around it. Puts up the 15-footer. Good. Dylan Shumway with the jumper. Now it's 17-14. Stolen there by Dylan Shumway. Shumway on the drive. Bounce pass to Dayton Schwab. Lays it up and in on the assist. It's 17-16 now. Braves claw to within 1. Under 2 to play here in the second quarter. Mendez to the elbow to Pace. He'll put up the 15-footer, and that will drop. That is a soft shot for Riker Pace. And now it's 19-16 in favor of the Devils. 30-second timeout. We'll take one.
Get ready for a real good time at Star Valley Station, your go-to spot for big screen thrills, strikes, and slices. Step into our movie theater and immerse yourself in the magic of cinema. But that's not all. Unleash your inner bowler at our fantastic bowling alley. Then treat yourself to mouth-watering pizza that will have your taste buds cheering. It's entertainment galore at Star Valley Station. Come on over and let the fun begin.
It's Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network and Star Valley Braves basketball.
1:47 to go here in the half. The Braves have trailed the entire half. They cut it to 1 just a second ago. Riker Pace knocked down a jumper, and that's where we're at right now, 19-16 in favor of Evanston. The Lady Braves winning the 3 seed earlier this afternoon after qualifying this morning. And I've been told by Activities Director Rob Erickson that'll be a 4 o'clock game on Thursday, next Thursday in Casper. So still waiting for the opponent, but it'll be a 4 o'clock game. Schwab with the handle coming out of the timeout to Lawson. Big Country back to Bryson. 3-pointer straight on. Good. And we're tied up 19-all after the triple from Bryson Neild. Mendez over to Searle. Mendez lost his footing. Ball goes onto the floor. It's picked up by Shumway. Floor gremlin got him. Shumway pull up 3. That's good. Must have been feeling that one. So back-to-back triples for the Braves, and they now lead at 22-19 on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Devils trying to answer. There's a drive to the lane. Kicks it out to Lind. That one is just poked right out of the air. And it ends up right back in the hands of Lind. I think Lind was shocked that it wasn't out of bounds. I am too. That was weird. Everybody's chuckling over in that corner because they thought that's got to be out of bounds, right? Even see Lind and Coach Shumway, they're just having a laugh about it. Let's see what kind of can see Dylan saves it, and it just ends up in his hands. And he's wasn't quite sure what to do with it. I don't blame him, quite honestly. You always see something new. We saw that game yesterday. Big Country threw it right into the rim gap on a pass. I've never seen that before. Got stuck up in the rim. You see it with shots, but that was a pass. 37 seconds left in the half. Devils have led until now. Now trailing by 3 after back-to-back triples from Star Valley. Mendez with the handle. Bounce pass to Searle. That one is picked off, stolen by Shumway. Shumway bounces it up off of the glass for 2 in the layup, and the Braves on an 8-0 run. They lead at 24-19. To Pace, to Searle. That one's stolen again by Shumway, and he will take it in for another layup. And the Braves on a run here, 26-19, a 10-0 run. Potentially to end the quarter. Here's Lind, 3-pointer at the buzzer. It's good! Oh, wow. Riker Lind wasn't sure what to do with the ball the last time. He knew what to do with it that time. Knocks down the triple. And a flurry of points here to start to end the half. It's 26-22 as we go into the locker room. And giving you a few looks here, Dylan Shumway with back-to-back steals and layups. And then finishing the quarter here at the buzzer was Riker Lind. He had the first basket of the ball game, and it was a triple from about that same spot. The Braves trailed for most of that half, but they lead it by 4 at the break. We're going to take a break now and come back in about 2 minutes with the Star Valley Health halftime show.
Have you heard how you can earn some extra cash from Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union? Bring us any new or refinanced auto, ATV, or RV loan, and we will give you 1% back in cash. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, OAC, member NCUA.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
Tucked away in majestic western Wyoming is Lincoln County School District Number 2. Our team provides excellent public education across 5 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 3 high schools where our staff receive the support they need to educate effectively. Right now, LCSD2 has several employment opportunities for the upcoming school year and other anticipated teacher openings coming available in the next few weeks. Be part of a caring team with LCSD2. Visit lcsd2.org today to apply.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand, then fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Your halftime score here at Rock Springs Junior High School, it is Star Valley 26, Evanston 22. The Devils had the lead for the majority of that half. The Braves went on it was a 10-0 run just to close out the quarter. Not quite to close out the quarter because Riker Lind hit a three-pointer at the buzzer to make that 7-point lead down to 4 here at the break. Here brought to you from Star Valley Health. Encourage you to check them out online. Star Valley Health, advanced, local, personalized. Appreciate them sponsoring our halftime show throughout the season, and make sure you check that out. I had a great interview with Sarah Burnside. She's a therapist, a mental health therapist from them this last week on Thursday. Go find that interview online at SVInews.com. The Braves with a big first half, or a flurry, I should say. Dylan Shumway with a three-pointer and then 2 steals for layups. She had a three-pointer from Bryson Neal. That was all that 10-0 run as they build this lead. The Devils had a good first half from Clayton Cook to kind of open things up, and Riker Lind, he started the scoring and ended the scoring in that first half with a pair of triples, basically from that same corner, as it's 26-22. The Star Valley Lady Braves winning twice today. They had to battle back against Evanston in a rough and tumble game in the 9 a.m. game, and end up winning that one 44-33 to eliminate Evanston and qualify for state. And then they had about a 2-hour break in between while the Braves won their game against Rock Springs. And then the Lady Braves were able to put away Kelly Walls for the number 3 seed. That one was 46-33, I believe. It's been kind of helter-skelter here, 4 games in a row. But the Lady Braves earning the number 3 seed, and they will play the number 2 team out of the East at next week's state tournament. I've been told that game is scheduled for 4. Just don't know where it is yet, or who it is yet. So the Lady Braves playing at 4 next Thursday. Of course, we will have audio coverage for you out there. We'll also be doing some video highlights and some things of that nature, but we are not able to stream live from the state tournament. Going to take another break here. When we come back, we'll get you back into the third quarter here at the break. It's Star Valley 26, Evanston 22 here at Rock Springs Junior High. It's the last round of the 4A West Regionals here in Sweetwater County.
Assist to Sell, the Realty team knows that buying and selling in our current market is expensive. Their full service assistance will save you thousands on your next real estate transaction. Call Mandy Jack or Ashley Cranny today to find out how.
Avail Valley Construction is hiring and a great place for high school seniors to enter the workforce after graduation. Multiple positions are open with competitive pay right out of high school. To learn more about a rewarding career for those of any age, visit availvalley.com.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Bill Neeb, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
Urgent message for anyone looking for new flooring. Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home in Afton is clearing out their 2024 inventory and has a massive selection to pick from, listed at 75 to 80% off. That's 75 to 80% off. Select tile, laminate, carpet, and more. This offer is valid for a limited time, so take advantage of 75 to 80% off your next flooring at Battleson Brothers, 1 block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Halftime coverage of today's game is presented by Star Valley Health, supporting individuals, families, and our community in achieving their best health. Visit starvalleyhealth.org.
Less than 90 seconds away from commencing the third quarter here at the 4A West Regional Consolation Finals, otherwise known as the third-fourth game. Winner earns that number 3 seed at the state tournament next week. The loser of this game will play the regional champion from the 4A East, which is, I've been told and observed, it's been kind of turned upside down out there. The top 2 teams all season long, Campbell County and Laramie, both have lost there in the third-fourth game. So you got Sheridan and Thunder Basin in the championship there. So not that necessarily means anything. It's just, to me, it's just further proof that you never know what's going to happen in postseason tournament play. And, of course, we've seen that out here several times. Braves getting some last minute instructions here from Coach Shumway and the staff. Coach Watsaba doing the same for the Devils. 4th time these 2 teams have met this season. The girls met 4 times as well. The difference in that one was the 9 a.m. game, and that ended the Lady Devils season. Both of these teams are going to Casper next week, so you got that. Now it's just a matter of trying to finish this weekend on a good note, if you can. Seems like a lot of times, people start to kind of do the math and say, "Oh, you'd rather play this team or that team," and I just don't know that that you can really play that game in the Wyoming 4A class. You just got to go play who's out there in front of you when it's your turn to play. Star Valley will start the third quarter with possession of the basketball and a 4-point lead. It was a 7-point lead just as time was expiring, but Riker Lind drained that 3-pointer, which is a big one. Gotta love Wyoming high school ball. They wait for this little kid to kind of mosey on by before they can check the ball in. And not a good pass to start things off. It's stolen right out of the gate by Riker Pace. So the Braves turn it over right out of the locker room. That one poked away and taken right back and winds up in the hands of Will Linford. Star Valley will try again. Three-pointer in the corner from Hedges. That's no good. He hits the ground and taken into the hands of Riker Lind. Pass up ahead to Jay Hill, and he is going to be fouled by Will Linford. Braves a little slow getting back, and Hill had a great angle to take to the rim. Foul against Will Linford, first team foul, 7:33 to go. Jay Hill to the free throw line. A lot of seniors on this Evanston team. It's a big deal, I think, for them to get to the state tournament, and they're going to let it all hang out next week. Free throw's no good. Very experienced Devil team heading to state next week. Hill's second free throw is good. So 1 of 2 there. It's 26-23 now. One possession game. Devils technically on a 4-0 run. That one's poked into the backcourt by Clayton Cook. Corralled and tracked down by Will Linford. Top of the key now is Shumway to Lancaster. Lancaster with the drive. Cut off there by Lind. Zane's spin move in the paint. Out to Bryson Neild for 3. That one's short and rebounded by Mendez. Devils with a chance to tie this up. They were down 7 not too long ago. Drive in the lane from Mendez. That's short, no good. Rebounded by the Hedges and the Braves. Hedges over to Shumway, three-pointer in the corner. That one is no good. Double bounce on the rim. Cook battling with Linford. Cook has it up ahead to Mendez. There's a good hustle from Neild. He gets it to go anyway. Nice finish from Mendez. It's a one-point game, 26-25. And it is a 6-0 run to end the second quarter and start the third for the Devils. And that one nearly stolen by Mendez. Devils certainly hurt themselves a bit at the end of that second quarter, those multiple steals and layups from Shumway. Lancaster has it, working off a screen from Neild to the free throw line. Back out to Bryson. Cooper top of the key. Getting it down low to Hedges. Hedges puts it up and in. Another strong post play there for Zane Hedges. Braves lead it now 28-25. Three-pointer to tie it, and it's in. Jay Hill for the triple. And we're knotted up at 28 apiece. Coach Shumway doesn't like how this quarter started, and a timeout is called. It's a 30. We'll take one as well.
Western is a fantastic option when it comes to higher education. We're awarded consistent upper rankings year to year from entities such as University HQ, College Factual, and Intelligent.com. But don't just take their word for it. Listen to what our own students had to say about why they love Western.
The sense of community that this campus has.
Intramurals are always fun, in my opinion.
I really like all of the instructors and the coursework.
The tuition is very affordable.
I have awesome teachers. They're personal and great.
There's always an adventure when you're here.
And now, back to the game with your local voices of the Star Valley Braves, Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
5:56 to go here in the third. The Devils have tied it up on that three-pointer from Jay Hill. And Coach Shumway calling the timeout to set up, remind the guys probably what he told them in the locker room. Lancaster, near side angle to Linford, working it around to Shumway. Dillon will back off, trying to work off a screen. Instead, he'll peel it back and give it up to Lancaster. Cooper in the paint. Dishes it over to Neild. Three-pointer on the way. Good. I think the percentage goes way up when you get that paint touch before you kick it out for three. Neild with another triple today, and it's 31-28. Mendez to Lind. Tough shot in the paint. Gets his own rebound. Now out to Jay Hill. Hill on the wing. He's in some trouble. The ball was up for grabs. Cook tracks it down near midcourt. Now to Mendez. Far side wing there on Lind. You better be. He's hit a couple from those skinny areas by the benches. Star Valley with a 3-point lead. Pace, 15-footer. Free throw line is short. Rebounded by Shumway. Dillon will bring it up and call the play. Passes right now to Zane Hedges. Top of the key to Linford. Now to Cooper Lancaster, far side angle, right in front of the Star Valley bench. Dillon, deep three, pulls the trigger. It's good. Wow, must have been feeling that one. So back-to-back threes for the Braves, one from Neild, one from Shumway, and it's 34-28. Lind to Mendez, now to Hill. Jay going to work off a screen from Pace and throws it away. He's trying to maybe spin that over to Riker Lind and couldn't make the connection. Linford, Hedges, and Lancaster have a seat. Schwab, Erickson, and Big Country into the lineup. Dayton Schwab. Dayton had a great game against Rock Springs. I keep bringing that up because he did. 11 points. Really made some key baskets in that win. Down on the elbow here to Big Country, to Schwab, or to Shumway, out to Neild for another three. That one's short. Rebounded by Erickson. He's in great position. Can't get it to drop. And brought in by Clayton Cook. I think Roman thought a little too much on that one. Top of the key, this is Brenner Lim. Now to Mendez, cross the court. Devils, good ball movement. 15-footer here from Lim. That's no good. Tracked down by Schwab. Got a veritable heritage of names here. Schwab, Lim. Got them all over the place. Three-pointer in the corner from Schwab. That one rims in and out. Tracked down by Cook. Cook was trying to get it to Lind. Shumway went for the steal, couldn't get there, and Lind lays it in for two. 34-30 in favor of Star Valley. Erickson to Shumway. Shumway pulls up, 15-footer. That's short. Rebounded by Mendez. Mendez on the run. Has it poked away. He's going to challenge the Braves, and nobody stepped in front of him. That is classic Evanston basketball. You test the waters. Nobody's going to step in front of you. You take it all the way to the rim. And the Braves whistled for a foul here. Could have been a three-point opportunity for Jordan Mendez as he saw his chance to do it. He'll shoot two instead. Second team foul on the Braves. Free throw is good. 31-30 now. It's a one-possession game. Neild has a seat, replaced by Smith McClure. Also, Riker Pace is on the bench. Mendez has another one. Second one is away, and that one's good. 34-32. Star Valley with the lead. Zach Thompson into the lineup on that dead ball. Zach with the handle to McClure. Schwab, top of the key, passing right to Thompson. Thompson working off a screen into the paint. He'll dish it off now to McClure. Wraparound pass to Lawson. Lawson tries the up and under. Tough shot. And Clayton Cook makes it too tough of a shot. Rebounded by Cook. Devils with a chance to tie it or take the lead with 2:30 to go here in the third. Lim to Hill. Back to Lim. He's well beyond the three-point line. This is where the old Devils squad do that lob on the backside and get a layup out of it. Far side wing to Lind, to Lim, back out to Riker. Three-pointer on the way from Hill. That is no good. Rebounded by Lawson. Big Country will give it up to Roman to bring it up. Roman now to Dayton Schwab. And an offensive foul called against the Braves here. They're going to get Cooper Lawson for a moving screen. That's a third team foul on the Braves. No team fouls whistled as of yet for the Devils in this quarter. 2 minutes to go. And the Devils once again have a chance to tie it or take the lead. Trailing by 2. Devils well beyond that three-point line, trying to draw the Braves out in this 2-3 zone. Near side corner is Mendez. Working it with Hill. Schwab on him. Thompson coming out on Mendez. Drive from Lim. Quick touch pass to Mendez now in the corner. McClure on him defensively. And we're down under 90 seconds here in the third quarter. Almost feels like the teams would be fine just heading into the fourth with this score. In the corner, there's Cook. Jump pass over to Mendez. Three-pointer on the way. That's no good. Rebounded by Erickson. Roman on the run. Roman going to test the waters, and it's an offensive charge. That basket will be wiped off. That's the 4th team foul on the Braves. Here's a run right at your living room here. You should get a good angle of it. As Mendez was set up shop and gets the charge call. Devils with basketball again. Trailing by 2. Mendez going against Thompson. Lim and now Hill. Under 40 seconds to go here in the third. Braves holding on to this 2-point lead. They led by as many as 7. That was late in the second quarter. Jay Hill tied it up here in the third. Braves had a small lead ever since. Devils looks like they're going to go for the last shot unless they get something wide open. 10 seconds now. There's a drive off the foot of Mendez to Hill. Back to Mendez. Hill, 3-pointer in the corner. That's good. Long possession and a triple from the Devils. That's exactly what they wanted. And Evanston takes a 1-point lead into the fourth quarter. It's 35-34. We'll be back in 60.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community for over 25 years with residential, commercial, and construction services, along with porta potties and septic pumping. Please remember to always bag your garbage before placing it into your can. Even the smallest breeze can cause garbage to scatter everywhere as it is being dumped into our garbage trucks. For service and questions, visit StarValleyDisposal.com. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Here's Duke and Dow with more live coverage of the Star Valley Braves on the SVI Sports Network.
Vintage Evanston basketball there to close out that quarter. They burned about a minute plus of clock and got a 3-point basket from Jay Hill at the buzzer, and they lead it by 1. Here to start the final quarter of this tournament for these two teams. Devils up 1, and they get the ball back. Backside cut, wide open for Mendez. Somebody lost track of Jordan Mendez, and he gets the easy layup. And the Devils now at the 3-point lead. Linford trying to pass down low, gets it to Hedges for the wide open layup. Devils went for the steal. They were a little late, and Zane gets the bucket. 37-36 in favor of Evanston. Lim going to be defended here by Lancaster. Cooper's kind of played sparingly. He's probably got a lot of miles on his legs this weekend. Hill, he's the one that hit that triple to end the third quarter. Devils have been pretty clutch that way. Riker Lind hit one to end the second quarter. For the Braves, I would suggest not being put in that situation if you can help it. Devils have shown to be pretty clutch with that today. Again, a long possession here for the Devils. I wonder if at some point the Braves are going to force the issue, but right now, just trying to play solid defense. Mendez now to Cook. Cook into the paint. Lim puts up the 10-footer. That's good. Devils 39, Star Valley 36. Lancaster down on the low block. Out to McClure. That one tipped away and stolen. On the run is Mendez. Mendez challenged by McClure. Finishes it anyway. 41-36, and it's a 5-point lead for Evanston. Devils had the early lead. Braves came all the way back and led by 7 late in the second quarter, and that has changed again. Star Valley going to drive in the paint. Cooper Lancaster drops it in for 2. And a 30-second timeout called by Shumway. Coach Shumway will be 41-38 when we get back in 30 seconds.
Food insecurity is the foundation to everything. Every 2 weeks, the paychecks come in and the bills go out. After rent, water, power, fuel, and every other bill is paid, my account is generally under $20 until the next paycheck. This leaves very little to no money to stock the pantry with groceries for our family. But with the help from the Afton Food Pantry, I did not have to pick and choose between paying my bills or buying groceries. They lovingly opened their doors to my family.
And now, back to the game with your local voices of the Star Valley Braves, Duke Dance and Dow Erickson.
6:08 left to go in this ball game in regulation. The Devils have they definitely had their type of tempo today, especially in the second and fourth quarter. Well, first and fourth quarters, I would say, and they lead it by 3. And they've got the basketball here coming out of the timeout. Clayton Cook will do the honors and some backcourt pressure here from the Braves this time. Zach Thompson back there along with Zane Hedges. Lim passes up ahead to Hill. Hill puts up the 15-footer. Glass, no good. Into the hands of Lynn. Three-pointer off the rebound. That's good. And he leaves his hand up there to let you know I've been hitting them all day. It's 44-38 Devils. Lind has hit several three-pointers today. Thompson hands it off to Lancaster. Lancaster in the paint, spins, shot is no good. Lim there for the rebound, loses the handle, hits the ground, is able to get it to Lind. There's a drive from Hill. Evanston to work it back out. 6-point lead, 5:22 to go. The way the Devils have played this second half, that 5 minutes is going to go away a lot quicker than you think. And in fact, that's what the Devils were doing. They were content to just stand out there until you got a bunch of noise there from the Starley bench telling them what to do. Lim, top of the key. Now to a Hill. Thompson on him. Trying to direct traffic to Mendez. And they're going to get a reach here on Cooper Lancaster. First team foul on the Braves here in this quarter. 4:45 to go. Thompson will have a seat. Dylan Shumway will check in. And the Devils will go deep backcourt to Jordan Mendez. Mendez zips it up to Jay Hill. Guarded by Lancaster. Down low to Cook. Linford going to try and deny there. Cook with the layup, or the basket, and the foul. Devils getting what they want right now. Basket is good to make it 46-38. And Clayton Cook to the free throw line to try and add to what is now an 8-point lead. Make it 9. Largest lead of the game for either team now. The Devils lead at 47-38 with 4:26 to go. And the Braves are going to have to show some serious urgency here because the Devils, they will burn some clock if they are given the chance. Hedges dishes it out to Neal. That one tipped out of bounds by Mendez. Good defense there from Mendez. Lancaster will check this in now. Go back court to Hedges. Ticking down to about 4 minutes left. Neal to Linford. Linford going to challenge Cook. Puts it up and in off the glass. Basket is good. It's now 47-40. Evanston with the lead. Hill going against Lancaster. Gets it to Cook. Backside dumps it off. It's taken away and stolen and saved. But it's hit right into the hands of Mendez, who's going to, no, he can't finish. Gets his own rebound, and that one's good. Boy, the Braves just kind of lost track of what they were doing there. Shumway tried to save it in bounds, and it ends up right back in the hands of Mendez. And it's a 9-point lead again, 49-40. We'll take a break and be back in 30.
While the Bank of Jackson Hole has grown over the years, our commitment to our clients and their financial well-being remains the cornerstone of our business. With responsive local decision-making and a true appreciation for the health of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here's Duke and Dow with more live coverage of the Star Valley Braves on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley with some work to do, trailing by 9, 3:36 to go here in the third, fourth seed game at the 4A West Regionals. And the Braves offensively, they had that flurry to finish the second quarter, but it's been kind of tough to get anything going. Meanwhile, the Devils been scoring inside and outside, building this 9-point lead. Shumway, top of the key, he'll back clear off. Pulls up for that deep three again. That one's in and out. There for the rebound is Hedges, and Hedges will clean it up and put it up and in. 49-42. Braves claw to within 7. Clock is ticking, though. 3:09 left in regulation. And if you're the Braves, you really don't have any time to waste. In some games, 3 minutes is a long time. In this game, I really don't think it is. There's a drive from Hill. Glass, no good. Rebounded by Neild. And the Braves on the run. Lancaster into the paint. Rises for the floater. No good. And tying up for the rebound is Lind and Hedges. Jump ball and possession will go to the Braves. They'll stay with the Braves, I should say. Hedges will check this in. Bounce pass into Lancaster. Cooper gonna keep it. Glass can't get it to go. He's hit by Lind. So the clock will stop at 2:40. First team foul on the Devils. In fact, that's the first team foul of the half for the Devils, because they didn't have any in the third quarter. And Lancaster will shoot 2 here to try and cut this lead down to 5. That one is good. 49-43 now your score. So now it's a 2-possession game. Lancaster's second one is away, and that one's good. 49-44, 2:40 to go. Devils with the lead and the basketball. Here's Riker Lind with the handle. Picked up by Neild. He's going to drive hard in the lane. Dishes it out to Mendez. Pump fakes that 3, but instead, they're going to keep at it. 2:20 left in regulation. Braves need a stop, and Shumway gets up into Lim with the block. That'll be team foul number 3 on Star Valley with 2:17 left to go. And the Devils will inbound. Hill goes backcourt to Mendez. Hedge is going to come meet him. At this point, you can't really afford to let him stand back there in the backcourt for those 10 seconds. Top of the key is Lind. Lind back to Lim. And we are down to 2 minutes now. Braves running out of time here, trailing by 5. They need to stop. They have 1 foul to give. Oh, that's offensive, absolutely. And Riker Lind going to be whistled for that one as he lowers his shoulder. Should get a good look at it here on the replay. Gets right up into the chest of Dylan Shumway. So the Braves do get the call, or the play that they needed. And now they have to capitalize. A chance to cut this to a 1-possession game. Trailing by 5. That one saved by Shumway by about that much. Shumway into the lane. Gets his man in the air, lays it up. No, it won't go. And it's into the hand of Lim. Oh, boy, that one usually goes for Dylan Shumway. And the Braves now up against it, needing another stop with under 90 seconds to go. Over to Jay Hill, and there's going to be a foul from behind on Cooper Lancaster, who felt like that was pretty clean, but it's going to be his the team foul number 4. So the Braves now out of fouls to give, and the Devils will be shooting free throws from here on out. Braves in a bit of a pickle, trying to solve it. 1:13 to go. Star Valley needs a stop and a basket to make this interesting. Then there's the steal. Steal from Lancaster. Lancaster Euro tries to lay it up. It's blocked. gets his own rebound. He's blocked again, and then into the hand of Lynn. And Coach Watsabaugh jumping up and down, wants a timeout. He gets it. Boy, what a couple of defensive plays there for the Devils. Cooper kind of lost his footing right there. Got it back, though, and then Riker Lind with the swat. And 56.5 seconds left. And we'll take a 30-second break. Devils in control.
If you feel a burning in the back of your heel or lower calf that worsens with activity, you may have Achilles tendonitis. This often occurs as the result of repeated movements of certain sports, such as running, tennis, or basketball. Dr. Andrew McCall at Alpine Foot and Ankle is your local expert for Achilles tendonitis treatments and many more foot and ankle problems. To learn more and to schedule a consultation, visit alpinefootandAnkle.clinic. That's alpinefootandAnkle.clinic.
Your home for the Braves is here on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley with a couple of chances to cut this to a one-possession game and just haven't been able to get it to go here in the last 60 seconds. And the lead remains 5 in favor of the Devils. And Evanston with possession of the basketball at mid-court when we come out of this timeout. And Evanston with a chance to earn that number 3 seed. In position to do it right now. See if Star Valley can have a great finish here and turn things back around. Cook going to go backcourt to Mendez. And I was just saying the Devils are just in no hurry. I don't blame them. And looks like Lancaster tried to commit the foul there. They're going to let him play. Clock is ticking. And Hedges will get the call here against Jay Hill. Foul on Zane Hedges. And 15 fouls, so Jay Hill will go to the free throw line. First one from Hill is away and short. He'll get one more. That's a big miss in terms of now they can't, the Devils can't make it a 3-possession game, but second one is away and good. 6-point lead now, 50-44. Braves need points. And there's going to be a quick foul here on this end. And doesn't really mean much to the Devils. They still had 2 to give. Now they have 1 to give. That's third team foul. In fact, if I'm the Devils, I maybe burn 4 or 5 seconds and maybe foul it again if it looks like it's going to be a good shot. Lancaster, tough shot in the lane. Can't get it to go. Cook's there for the rebound, and he'll be fouled. Braves just have not been able to get that shot to fall here in the fourth quarter. And Clayton Cook will jog up to the other end of the court to shoot 2. And try and put the Braves away. 1 out of 2 would be 3-possession game with under 30 to go. Free throw from Cook is good. 51-44. And Coach Shumway going to empty his bench. Tate Lawson, Zach Thompson, Lincoln Lydiard, Roman Erickson, Dayton Schwab in there. And Cook to the line. Second offering is also good. 52-44, Devils in position to win this game. Dumps it off to Lawson. Zach Thompson out of Dayton Schwab. Schwab puts up the 3. It's good. They got to stop the clock. Wow, they ran about 5 seconds. It's still running. So no offense, I don't want to keep harping on this, but this has been an issue in every single game in this building today. One thing or another with the score clock. And again, it may not mean much right now, but it's been something that's been consistently an issue. I don't know if it's a short or what. They're going to put 16 seconds on the clock, which is, I guess that's close. We'll keep it right here. It's 52-47. And the Braves are right back where they were, down 5, needing a stop. Just with less time left. Just throwing this out there, the Star Valley team going 1-2-3 in the 1600 meter. Jace Burton setting another state record, 4:12:01. That's the indoor state record for the 1600 meter. He set the state record in the 32 yesterday. So Jace has had a pretty good weekend. The Braves finished 3rd out of indoor state track. That's pretty darn good. He, Hobby Wetzel, and the distance crew doing a great job out there scoring a bunch of points for the Braves, and they're going to bring home some hardware. Devil Faithful pretty tickled. It's been a long day for them against Star Valley. Their girls got sent home earlier this morning, and they are in line now for a little bit of revenge here in the 3rd, 4th seed game. Into Cook, and Cook is smashed, so he'll walk up and two more. He's a good free throw shooter. And Coach Watsabaugh going to empty his bench with 13.8 left. Not entirely bench because I see Riker Pace. He's a starter, but you know what I mean. And Cook to the line. It's a 5-point lead, trying to bump it back up to 7. First free throw is no good. Cook will get one more. And checking in for the Devils, Hudson Hill, number 2. Tyson Hayter, number 3. Brooks Searle, number 11, he's in there. Riker Pace checked in as well. And it looks like Brandon Blackwell will come in for the shooter, but that shot is no good. And we got another foul here. Shout out, thanks to Rob Erickson. Things got a little rambunctious here. Hey, people are doing the... trying to save the monitor. It dumped off once. I'm just going to hang on to it now. 53-47 is the score. Free throw is away, and that's also good as Brooks Searle hit them both. 54-47. Braves running out of time. Schwab with another 3. That's good. And they run another 4 or 5 tenths off after he hits it. 54-50. There's a timeout, a full. We'll be back in 60.
The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
And now, back to the game with your local voices of the Star Valley Braves, Duke Dance and Dow Erickson.
4.1 seconds left in this one. Devils up 4 with the basketball. Nate Schwab's hit a couple of threes to kind of keep this one stringing along, but Devils just trying to close it out and earn the number 3 seed over the Star Valley Braves. There's that triple from Schwab. Star Valley's had a couple games like this. Well, a few games this year like this. It seems like they run out of time. They're battling, but the lead gets a little too big, and then they just run out of time on their way back. They have a flurry, but just can't quite finish. There's a steal. Lancaster from Erickson to Schwab. That basket's good, so it's going to end up being 54-52 for the final. But the Devils going to win it and earn that number 3 seed and split with the Braves. Star Valley and Evanston played 4 times this year. Devils won the first one and the 4th one. The Braves won the 2nd and the 3rd one. They're both headed to state. Evanston will earn the number 3 seed. The Braves will be the number 4 seed, so they will play the regional champ next week, which is either Thunder Basin or Sheridan. Still figuring out who that is. So late games for the Lady Braves and Braves, 4 o'clock for the girls and 8:15 for the guys. So that'll be next Thursday. So if you're planning on, hey, I got to work at least part of the day Thursday and head out to state, sounds like you can do that, maybe, depending on what your schedule is. But the Braves going to fall in this one. Evanston picks up the win over Star Valley 54-52 here in the fourth game of the 4A West Regionals. Wanted to give another shout out and appreciation to everybody who makes this possible. Our crew, a very dedicated group of people who make this possible. This is not an easy thing to do over 3 days, multiple venues. It gets hard to do. We've had some amazing people do amazing stuff. Appreciate everybody who's helped chip in and make this something worth watching. And then one more huge thank you and of appreciation to Silver Star Communications and the Bank of Star Valley, making this entire tournament possible in terms of video coverage and covering that enormous NFHS fee, which hit us late in the week, but we wanted to make sure we did it anyway. So appreciate those guys for doing that. Please send them a thank you, Silver Star and the Bank of Star Valley. They're going to award the little plaques. I think they already did the Braves. If they did, they're already out of here. So we're going to wrap it up. Thank you for being part of it. We'll see you. You can catch us next week at the state tournament. Lady Braves 3 seed, Braves the 4 seed.